Perfect.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Christian. Today we're going to look at the last two upgrades I did on my EDC, the everyday carry. That's on my Glock 19. One of them is an upgrade for safety purposes. Just adds another layer, something that can help prevent or just avoid accidental or negligent discharges. And the other upgrade will modify the notorious Glock grip angle. It's going to make it a more traditional angle, and I know that's probably going to upset a few fanboys out there. But the folks who have had issues going from another platform to a Glock might find it beneficial. So let's go ahead and take a look. And it is the Langdon Tactical SCD, the Striker Control Device. SCD? I think that's what it's called. So, if you remember from the changing the trigger out video, I actually used the OEM stock trigger housing because this device will not work with the Glock Performance trigger.
That's a no-go.
So, anytime, majority of accidental
That's completely backwards.
or negligent discharges typically happen when you are going to reholster the weapon. Let's grab my... So when you're reholstering, whether it's clothes, something gets in the way, when you're reholstering, something can snag on that trigger and potentially pull it, resulting in a negligent or accidental discharge. That's how a lot of them happen. Not all of them, but that's how a lot of them do happen. So the Striker Control Device replaces this back plate on your slide. And what it'll do is, when you are reholstering, you put your thumb and you will feel anytime something presses on the trigger, or you can actually prevent it from pulling on the trigger. It cannot fire as long as you're putting pressure back here. So it's just an extra step to put your thumb on the back to prevent any accidental or negligent discharge. So we're going to go over how to go ahead and install one of these. I'll take this down here. Now we need to remove this plate first. Take a punch. If you look, there is a black sleeve that your firing pin goes into right here. I'm going to take a punch and hold it, push it down. You'll see it depress. It's held by a spring. Now when you do this and you start to remove the back plate, hold it down and start to remove the back plate here. Keep your thumb over, because that thing's going to spring out if you just don't have your thumb, anything blocking it. Then you can slide this out the rest of the way. I felt the spring hit my thumb. I can now remove it. And here you have the firing pin sleeve and this little spring detent that helps hold the back plate on. So there's the old black plate. Go ahead and pull out the Langdon Tactical Striker Control Device. Goes in just like this. What you're going to want to do, start to slide it in, just get it in the grooves, and then you're going to want to push down on the firing pin housing here, the sleeve. Push down on the sleeve, slide it in a little bit more so it's blocking it. Now it's being held. Then you're going to need your punch. Push this detent down, slide it up the rest of the way. And that's installed. I'll show you how it works now. Let's go ahead and put it together. Probably helps if I have it completely put together.
This guy's a damn dumbass.
So, you'll see this. See how it pops up as I pull the trigger? Just make sure I got a good camera angle here. So it'll pop up. There it goes flapping as I pull the trigger. Does not affect performance, improve performance in any way. It is just a flap to show you, give you that that feeling, that tactile feeling, not tactile, to give you that feeling that the trigger is being pressed. So when you are shooting, the thing's going to flap back and forth. It's still not going to affect performance in any way. But as you're holstering, even now as I'm pulling the trigger, I can feel it going against my thumb here. And I can, oh no, something's pulling on it. Take a look, make sure I'm actually clear before pushing the rest of the way in. And that is a striker control device for the Glock. So, one of the most common complaints about Glock is the Glock angle. Now, also clear, no mag. The angle on a standard 1911 angle, or almost every other gun besides a Glock, is not as, let me get the light here a bit more, is not as steep. The angle on a Glock is a little bit more. It angles your hand down. The design for that was to help you lock your wrist. Now, what this does for most folks, when they hold a 1911 or any other grip angle, their hands are pretty much straight. They have to mentally lock their wrists as they're shooting, but this provides a more natural point of aim when you present the gun. What a lot of people find if they were shooting anything but a Glock first, when they go to shoot a Glock, because of the steeper angle here on the grip, they find that they're shooting high. Because what the angle does is kind of tilts your hand down a little bit more, and then people's natural point of aim is they want to keep their hand straight, which leads to the Glock be pointing upwards. So, how do I combat this? How did I combat this? There are other items out there. You know, Glock of course has their own back straps that come with the weapon. Whether or not you use one, you can always throw on an additional. I've got two different kinds. Again, in my journey of trying all these different upgrades. This one, the first one here, I can't remember exactly where these are from or what site I got them off of, but this one, RE, that's something to do with that site. But this one is just a 3D printed plastic. All right, it's designed to go on here using the pinhole here to hit that angle, so, or to give you that less steep angle. This one actually has a bit of a rubber piece to it, which makes it a little more comfortable, and this is the one that I actually prefer to use. So let's take a look on how it is when we install it. Now keep in mind, when I hold this and I put my hand all up into the tang, my hand is angled downwards like this. It's going down and it's not up here with the, parallel with the slide. So take your punch, pop out the rear pin here, and now it's going to take a little bit of finagling for me because I do have the handle grips here. It'll take a little bit of finagling for me to get this into into the hole.
That's what she said.
It does come with a replacement pin that needs to be a little longer than the pin that you might have in there. It's on there. Everything's good. Kiral, K-I-R-A-L. And the other one is R-E. But this provides better shock absorbance. So now, changes the grip angle. So now when I grip, it is more parallel to the slide. And it is a more natural point of aim. You don't have the issue that folks do when they go from a 1911 type style grip to a Glock grip, where they are shooting high, or their natural point of aim when they present the gun is too high and they have to work around and find that dot again, or find the sights and line it up right. And now, this Glock is finally in the configuration that I've had it since when I carried it. It was months of different adjustments and figuring out what worked best for me. This is exactly how I like to carry it. So all the upgrades we did, just to recap, we have put the optic height sights with tritium. We put on the O-Sight S. I'll do another video to review the O-Sight S as I put it on my Shield Plus carry comp here. I've added the grip tape or the handle it grips tape, plus the extended controls here, the slide release, extended magazine release, and the takedown lever. We've also upgraded the trigger by replacing the OEM dot connector with a minus connector and putting a Vex shoe for the trigger. And lastly, or actually two more things, we also put on a striker control device for an extra safety when you're reholstering, and added this back strap to give you more of a natural angle point of aim when you're bringing up and presenting the weapon. And that's it. Those are all the upgrades I've done on my Glock. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Let me know if there's anything that you put on yours that you think I should have. What are your thoughts on the upgrades that I have included here? And as always, please like, subscribe, share, and let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you all.